What a day, what a day, what a day. Hold on. See, every time I do this on my phone, like it trips the fuck out on me. Done. Do that. Let me do that. Give me a second, y'all. Do that. First things first. I hope you guys had a wonderful and productive day. If anybody's watching, let me know if you can hear me okay. Um, I had a hell of a day today. I'm not gonna lie. This has probably been one of the more frustrating days for me. I and I didn't think I was gonna make it at all. I promise you, I didn't think I was gonna make it at all. But time eventually passed, and here I am, and now I'm just trying to unwind. So I decided to go live and chill. It's not like I 100% want to talk about sports. I know other people are live and stuff, but I really just wanted to like unwind and really like I guess talk things out with myself. So this may be a day where I actually do talk to myself until somebody comes and talks to me because yeah, parenting is hard. I actually felt like a bad guy today. Like I felt like bad cop. And I'm wondering if I'm a little bit too aggressive in my approach, you know. So I'm kind of like at the drawing board again because tomorrow's a new day and every day is a new opportunity to be better than you were the day before. So I'm just going to try something different and hope that we get a different, reaction. Um, yeah. Seems like for a minute I had a whole grip on the girl with on the toilet and shit, but today just like all shit hit the fucking fan, yo. I mean, she pissed on the couch, she pissed on the floor, she ran from it, she did not want to be taken to the bathroom. I'm telling you, it was nothing but whining and crying all day long. I couldn't get a fucking break to save my life. And the few times that I did get, some moments to myself to, uh, check out what's going on, I tuned in for a little bit, entertained it. I caught a little bit of Yo-Yo's live. He got this reality show coming out or something like that. I think it's like a reality show or a competition. Maybe it's a little bit of both. I'm not sure, which is dope because like I'm really into fucking reality TV. I kind of like it. And I know he was sitting up there and they were giving ideas of who should be on it. I think they got like 8 spaces, you know, and then trying to figure out like the little challenges and stuff to do. And I've watched a lot of reality in my day. I think it could work. It's not a bad idea at all. I think the key would be to have people who not only can rap but also have personalities. You got to have people who are likable in those. You have to have a even blend. To make a good reality show, everybody can't just be like goal driven. They need to have the talent, yes, but they have to also mesh. And you can't have boring personalities, and they can't come off as if they're trying to force, like they're forcing whatever persona that they're trying to um whatever persona that they got as far as rappers go. So it is tricky, but it's absolutely doable because I believe he said he wanted to keep it, in the bubble if could be, fuck with the people that's already been on Word Sport and everything. And I think he could do that. And you got a lot of people to pick from. and with the right people, it it could definitely work out. You want people who are entertaining, not just good rappers, but they're actually entertaining. So that definitely got to have Lou up there. Lou does what he does effortlessly, and um, you know, it would be dope if they had Jackpot up there. Jackpot would be dope. Asia gives off authentic vibes. D Money's cool. I think D Money tries a little bit too hard sometimes. So if he could tame that shit down, I think he would be cool up there too. Um, who else? I mean, of course, Rio. And it would be a good opportunity to actually see Rio's personality because we don't get to see it that much outside of being like, battle rap. I mean, but it's cool to have like one person who's like really serious and shit. But I would like to see some personalities. Of course, I really ain't gonna give like a whole breakdown because niggas don't give a fuck about what I think anyway. If I say it, I'm gonna be a hater. I was gonna say something, but I decided to just keep my comments to myself, to my channel, where I can run my mouth the way that I choose. And if niggas don't want to hear it, or don't want my opinion, or don't want my advice, they don't have to listen. But if you do, I'm just saying, you need to have a mesh. And sometimes it can't just be like, who I like. One person that you fuck with, everybody may not be receptive to that person. So just because you push them, doesn't necessarily mean everybody, they're going to be receptive to the masses, you know. So that's something I mean, it is what it is. I'll probably sleep on it, think about it a little bit more. Maybe I won't think about it no more. I mean, it's a dope idea. I'd watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I'd watch it. You know, I didn't get no notifications for Danny's live. I guess I think it's kind of like mine. So it was got a strike, but was off for like a week because they wouldn't let you go. So I guess it's like a 1 week strike, whatever. And yeah, I think maybe it was like been about a week. Yeah, like about a week. You know, had the potential to have a really good conversation with her, but circumstances and parties involved kind of made it a little difficult to have a conversation, which is unfortunate because, as you guys know, that I'm into these court cases and stuff like that. So, I kind of wanted to pick her brain a little bit, see what she thought about a case that I thought that she might have interest in. But it's kind of hard to yell over people. Um, and I really can't yell that much. Like my voice is already raspy right now as is. It's a little labored, especially with the day I've had. It's definitely labored. Um, so yeah, I was trying to get into the whole concept of, hip hop being on trial and stuff with the RICO charge and all that that's going on in Georgia. I wanted to get her take on that. She's a hip hop connoisseur, so there goes my second vibe where I wanted to vibe out, but some people don't just know how to fucking chill the fuck out. Like check the temperature, feel things out. It's not like beefing every day is not something I try to do. And I try to ignore for the most part. Sometimes I have fun. I have my fun with it. I partake in the fuckery and the shenanigans and the bullshit. But nigga, if I'm not up there and I don't just flat out attack you, leave me the fuck alone. And it's partially because nigga, arguing with you every day is fucking old. Especially because you think about me more than I think about you. I'm more mad that I couldn't even have a decent conversation than anything. Makes me actually understand, when Jules be on a panel talking to niggas and everybody keep over talking and he don't get a chance to get his voice out, don't get a chance to complete a thought. It's kind of frustrating when you don't get a chance to complete a thought, you know. And it throws you off. And it's hard. I mean, especially for me, I got ADHD. It's hard for me to maintain thought for long anyway. So, like, for a nigga who dislikes me so much, the nigga does spend a lot of time saying my name and thinking of shit to say. But I digress. I can walk away, deal with it when I want to, and don't deal with it when I don't want to. It is what it is. Tomorrow, the case is back on. So I'll be back to my regular, well, not regular, but like my regular for the moment stream. My regular for the moment stream of the Travis Rudolph case, day 4. I hope it's gonna be good, because if it's gonna be a boring day, either like I'm gonna be bummed, because like I could take a boring day out of the week, but they need to like hype it up. They need to do a better blend, because if I was a juror sitting there, I can't listen to too many boring testimonies. Like, one on, one off, something like that. Keep them engaged, because, too much repetitiveness and bullshit is kind of like boring. But we're going to see how that goes. That's happening tomorrow. I'll probably schedule that somewhere around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning. That way it doesn't run too late, because it's a lot of time to try to like hold stuff in, when you really want to comment on something. But for the sake of having everybody caught up and up to date and engaged and on the same page, I don't want to like pause it a lot. So I definitely am going to keep that same concept of, press play and let it play through, just skip the major breaks and stuff, and everything with that. Danny did mention something about Jay-Z, so I'm going to look into that, because I think that'll be an interesting conversation to be had about Jay-Z. Supposedly he is trying to fight to get hip hop music to ban hip hop music being used as evidence against people in these cases. So I think that'd be an interesting note to self. Look a little bit more deeper into that. And yeah, you know, coming up, I just got the notice of, the celebration that we're going to have for my aunt's birthday, the one that's not here. I feel indifferent about that. Like, I'm not really sure how I really feel, especially also because, like, I gotta go to her house because my mom just can't do it anymore. Like, and we have to try to retrieve some items that he isn't, like her boyfriend at the time when she passed, he still lives in her house, and he has some of her belongings that he's not giving up. Personal belongings. We already said it's cool. We keep the furniture and stuff like that, but there's a bench that we gave her for Mother's Day. We want that back, but he doesn't want to give it up because it messes up the decor. Like, it's just getting really petty, and that's just starting to irritate the fuck out of me. Like, why are we being nice to this boyfriend? And, like, we're not saying, like, give us all the furniture, everything, because it was her house before they started dating, and he just moved in there 6 months prior to her dying. You keep all that shit. Like, certain things, though, like, we want. You know, we want that bitch. And it sounds petty, and it probably is petty, but, it is what it is. Anyway, so her little birthday celebration is coming up in 2 days, and, well, a day, really, on the 31st, really. So, um, it's a little tense around me. Yeah, it's a little tense. But there's one thing about it, though. The day will eventually pass. You know? And one of these days, this shit's gonna get easier. You don't ever get over it, but you learn how to live with it. And I've pretty much been living with it, you know, in silence pretty well. Um, what I don't know if I'm gonna make it through is this terrible two stage. Like, I don't know what I don't know what's in that little girl's mind, but the getting angry, like the fights start first thing in the morning. Like the first tantrum is first thing in the morning. She wakes up, we go brush her teeth. She's super excited to brush her teeth. She brushes her teeth for like 5 minutes. When it's time to give up the toothbrush, the girl does the most. Like she wants to bite, slap, do everything. And it's just not a good way to be waking up every fucking morning. It's not a good way to be waking up every morning. Definitely not. So I'm trying to find some ways to shift it around. These learning curves that she's having. How can we make them more pleasurable with minimum drama? Like minimum drama. That's what I'm trying to find out. Minimum drama. Like least resistant possible. Don't be scared of the potty. Be happy to be on a potty. I was looking at books for potty princess and all types of stuff. Like telling myself, like, oh, I need to make a crown or something. We gotta do something because I can't be fighting her every day. Like, yeah, I can't be doing it every day. And I know that's just the phase that we're in right now. Like, this is just the chapter that I'm in right now, but I can't do it every morning. And she's like refusing to eat. She went to sleep tonight without eating dinner. But then again, I did give her like a pretty hefty ass fucking peanut butter jelly sandwich. So I'm wondering if the peanut butter stuck on her like that. Because I'm really hoping it's not a situation where she wakes up at 4 in the morning wanting to play. You know. What's up, VOA? Thanks for tuning into my rant. My nothing rant. My rant about everything and nothing at the same time. Like I said, I just wanted to decompress a little bit. Decompress. I have the tendency to go through things and then like keep quiet, like bottle them in until like it comes to a head, and then I completely like spaz the fuck out. And I really want to try working a little bit harder on not doing such things. And I feel the best way to do such things is to decompress. And instead of thinking my thoughts, just say my thoughts, because that way it'll be me releasing it out into the sphere and letting go of that fucking energy. Because the energy is some shit I'm getting tired of. I get tired of putting my energy in places that don't matter. you know? I get tired of putting my energy into things that don't matter. I don't know why I do it. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. I don't know if it makes me feel better. I don't know. But I put my energy into things that don't give me energy back. And I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect by a long shot. I think I'm a good person though. I like to think I'm a good person. To the core, I actually am, you know. A flaw is I care. I care. Care about the necessary and the unnecessary things, but I care. Sometimes it works in my favor, sometimes it bites me in the ass. you know. I do find myself thinking, like, when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, what actually matters? What actually matters? You know, like, I'm like 37 years old. I don't really got time to be playing games with people. And that's why I said, lately I said, I'm not about to yell. I don't need to yell no more. My rah days is over. You know, I got more shit that stresses me out than this internet shit, though. My daughter didn't eat tonight. How early is she gonna wake me up? That's stressing me the fuck out. I don't got time to think about this shit. I was in Danny's chat and I'm just looking at that account saying all this shit. So persistent too. Taking shots at Infamous. Get timed out. Wait 5 minutes. Like you sat there and waited 5 minutes just so you could comment again, just to be put in timeout. So you could wait 5 more minutes and then get put in timeout. And did it the whole stream. And I'm like, yo, this is not a fucking good look, yo. Like whoever the fuck you are, look, take it from one single parent to another. Being bitter does you no justice. You're gonna get extra gray hairs. You're gonna miss out on things. If you got time to be worrying about what another motherfucker is or is not doing, it's stressing you the fuck out. That stress ain't gonna do you no service, because at the end of the day, that nigga could be doing anything he wanna fucking do, including not being there with your ass. And while you over here chasing that nigga living his life doing what the fuck he wanna do. Don't be bitter. One monkey don't stop the show. You look crazy. These troll accounts be looking crazy. Shot, it's not that he necessarily did anything. I mean, like, he make his little comments and shit like that, but that's beyond the point. I was more so looking at the chat and seeing how whoever this troll account that has all the energy for that nigga is steady chasing him, trying to own up to something that they claim he's not doing. Whether he is or is not doing it is not my business nor my concern. My only thing is look, sis, it does you no favors to be a bitter bitch. You know? I make my bed, I lie in it every day. At some point, you just gotta fucking say it is what it is and keep it fucking moving. The day is a lot easier when you stop chasing a nigga. Your day gets a lot easier when you stop thinking about what somebody is not doing. And while we all sit here and want to have people, be held accountable for their actions and all that stuff, but sometimes you gotta stop and fucking preserve your own sanity. Because if all them accounts that come after that nigga is the same person, bitch, you looking wow. And I don't like the nigga. By no means. I don't like the nigga at all. But I wouldn't do no shit like that. That shit ain't gonna age well. It's not gonna fucking age well. You know, that shit ain't gonna age well. And I know it's hard, but bitch, get over it. Basically. Like, move the fuck on. Like, yeah. Whatever cry for help that is, that's between them. And that shit's tacky as fuck that it's even on the internet. That's just tacky. Tacky as fuck. That guy, I see you. Foot Clan, I see you. Yeah, that's some tacky shit. And I sniped it a few times. Even though the nigga sitting here wilding out, you know, he'll swear I'm trying to be against the nigga. That shit, no. No, that's not a good look, honey. Not a good fucking look. I'm just really trying to figure out what my game plan is going to be for tomorrow. Since today was such an epic fail on the potty. And overall, it made a chain effect too. She started being whiny about shit she was never whiny about. Like all the times you follow me to the bathroom, want to hand me the toilet paper. Now, when it's time to go to the bathroom, you want to start screaming. All the times you wanted to make sure I wipe front and back. You wanted to practice on yourself wiping front and back. Now you allergic to the toilet. All right. Mm-hmm. All right. Like the pissing on the floor didn't phase me. The pissing on the couch didn't phase me. You know, the bum shuffle and having the streak of pee shuffle with her. You know, because you don't notice when she's peeing, but you notice after she peed that she peed. You know, all the panties that I washed today, the pairs of pants that I washed today, you know, all that didn't matter. That shit was like, I expected that. I just did not expect the level of whining that I would get all day long. She don't want to be wet, but she don't want to let me change her. She don't want to get on the toilet, but she don't want me to put on a diaper. You know, she screamed and fought. Like literally at one point the girl bit my shirt. Like she tried to bite me, but she missed and she bit my shirt, but she like, you know, like the biting, the slapping, you know, and then she refusing to eat. I'm making everything in the book trying to get her to eat anything. She ain't eating, you know, and I'll let her skip a meal. Like, you don't want to eat now? Fine, cool. We'll try again in 2 hours. But, like, all day, you're not trying to eat shit. But a peanut butter jelly sandwich? Mm. You know, and sometimes you kind of have to pick and choose who you get your advice from. Asking advice from, you know, like, say, my sister who had both, she had both parents, both my niece's parents was in the picture during these frustrating times. So she's like, yeah, it's the consistency, and you know, and one person would do, another person won't. No, but we're talking about just me. Okay, so I guess the problem is I'm asking for advice for somebody who has help, because like it's not the same. It's not the same fucking advice. The best advice I got today was at some point I was just told just to just stop and try again tomorrow. And just stop. You know, today was a dub. I'm frustrated. She's frustrated. Let's just try this shit again tomorrow. That's what I decided to do come probably about 5 o'clock. I was like, you know what? It's been a long day. I'm tired. You tired of this? Like, are you going to eat? No. Shaking her head. She firmly means no. When she says no, she won't do it. 7, come here. Huh? Here I come. She comes. And another thing is her and this damn iPad. Like, so tomorrow we're going to go no iPad. So I'm probably going to have an even more frustrating day because I'm going to attempt to do the potty training again tomorrow. But we're also going to have like no device because the sheer level of anger she gets when I take it away from her, no, you're just attached to it. We can't do that. And, you know, there's no handbook on parenting. I hear people's advice and stuff, you know, but oh, telling me what I should do is easy. It's better said than done. And as much as I like the peace and quiet, no, my daughter's not about to be stuck up on these devices and shit. Like I wasn't raised like that. I had to go outside, you know. Matter of fact, tomorrow the weather sucks, but put some sweats on her ass and send her ass outside in the backyard to go play. Come in for potty break and nap time and food. Cause she need to be outside. Get some vitamin D. My little light skinned baby turned to a little caramel. And her skin was so pretty, golden brown. It was pretty. And in the meantime, actually, that reminds me too. I need to get on Amazon and find blocks and stuff and a book or something to try to get her excited about pottying and, blocks and stuff to play in the room because don't got enough toys. Not just like pointless toys, but like actual, like, learning and development toys. She wants to stack. She stacked all her alphabets up and made a tower only to knock them down. I'm gonna get her some blocks. She needs some blocks or something. It's always something for these kids. It's always something. But yeah, I didn't really want much right now. I actually was gonna do a whole thing, but I'm probably just gonna save it for tomorrow because I'm more like mentally exhausted. Um, give a little bit more of a breakdown on the stuff that I have seen in the last few days. And hopefully, we have a good day in court tomorrow. So we'll have something to talk about, hopefully. Yeah. Just wanted y'all to come hang out with me while I chill until sleep finds me. But it's okay. There's plenty of the places for you guys to congregate and be. I appreciate those of y'all who did show up. I have to remind myself that I need to go live more often, and probably not sit there and watch everything that I want to talk about all day long, but like build it up so I can watch it on here and we can talk about the stuff on here. Because by the time I finish watching it, my opinion is said to myself and I keep it moving. So I need to get some better organization for shit, you know. But yeah, it's rough out here. And we all just trying to make it. We all just some squirrels trying to get a nut. Bow. Nobody gonna click the link and talk, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it. Y'all have a good night. Damn, I feel like my intro is longer than the little rant that I had. It is what it is, though.